Welcome to another video from Dr. Lock. We're going to have a look at the Silca GT40. Now, this machine right here is about 20 years old, and for a 20-year-old machine it cleans up quite nicely. We've given it a quick dust off just to get the dust off it, but as you can see, for a 20-year-old machine it's in pretty good condition. Now, this particular machine, being a specialty machine, would cost a little bit of money, probably anywhere from $2,000 to $4,000 when it was new. Being a Silca, a brand name and all that. Was it worth the investment? Well, this one here we purchased second hand, and although it's 20 years old, it's still worth money because it can achieve certain keys that other machines can't. So yes, it was worth the money to initially purchase, and yes, it is still worth money now. So resale on a machine like this is still quite good because it's a good, strong machine. I'll take you through. I'll show you a few of the things. Down the back here, if you can see, you've got your power switch. You've got your plug for a light. This one doesn't have it. On the front you have your carriage here. Now this carriage is changeable, this part that is moving here. There is another adapter for a Tibbe key. So if you want to cut Tibbe key solely on this machine, you can. And you can just loosen these two screws and slide it off. This one here is set up for Abloy keys, which is this key right here. It has the cuts on the angle. AY1, that's a Silca Abloy key. Cuts the first generation Abloy. Looking at it here, I was wondering if it would cut a new ProTech. Of course you can't get the blanks, but assuming that you could, the way it clamps, I wouldn't be surprised if you'd be able to achieve most of the angles on there by holding it in one position and holding in two position. So that's just a good little point of reference of, you know, an old key machine being able to do quite a number of things. This one here is purely just for Abloy because it's got the Abloy cradle, but on saying that too, if you needed to and you had to, you might even be able to do a flat steel key on it. I can put one in there and clamp it up and gauge it up quite nicely. So yes, I could do a flat steel if I wanted to. Some mortise keys do hold in there okay, some don't. Really depends on how you're holding it and how fast you're cutting it and things like that. So if you wanted to try and cut a few mortise keys on it, in theory, yes you could. The blade is actually in the way of the vise, so you'd have to move it back. But on saying that, that's clamped in there quite nice, and you could actually start cutting that. It's not designed for that, but you probably could get away with doing that. Here's a pipe key. Once again, we put it in there. It's actually a Jackson key. Yeah, that's clamped in there quite nice, and you get the angles on the cuts as well. So those keys there I could cut. I'm guaranteed I can cut the Abloy key. That goes in there just like this, slots in there, you tighten it up, and then you can achieve all the angles. It starts off at that position and it raises 90 degrees, just like that. You can take the screws off on the side and flip the bonnet on this machine as well. So I'll quickly show you that. I'll show you one more pipe key, a nice fancy one while we have it here. This one here, once again, if you had to, yes you could. You might need to use some sort of tip stop in there to gauge the key up. But yeah, you could. Right now the bottom cut would be behind the jaw, so you'd have to hold it or gauge it in such a way using the pipe. Not ideal, but nice little versatile machine. Because of the angles you can achieve quite a lot, and because of the way it clamps you can achieve quite a lot. I'll take you and just quickly show you the clamps if I can. Take off this here. Okay, looking down right at the clamp here. Okay, you can see one side's got the V. You can see it on that side. One side's got the V, one's got a little insert in there. To be honest with you, I haven't checked if that insert actually comes out, but there is like a little insert in there, and the clamp has got a V on this side. So all in all, very versatile. After 20 years this machine still works and slides and operates great. Might need a new cutter, but from when I did the first adjustment, didn't need anything. On the side you have these little knobs, you just rotate them off. Now we can pop the bonnet. Okay, up it comes. So as you see, some original dust. Collection of shavings in there? No, not really. The dust is original. I did give it a wipe down on the outside, but couldn't couldn't be bothered with the inside. Now here is your adjustment, so you can adjust this guide right here by this. Here is your light switch up top, your light, your switch. These are just common, these can be replaced or you can modify them to suit what you want. And I'll just spin it around. This is the side of the machine, nothing much to see there. Now you can tell it's an older machine when you see one of these. This is an earth port, so you would attach a wire here and attach it to an earth. The actual plug itself does come with an earth point, this one down here, but I'm very curious to know if that's even connected. That's probably before those days they did that. So there's the machine there. First look at it. It's pretty good. I adjusted it, I cut a key and that key worked, so I'm very happy with that. As far as being an Abloy machine, very happy with it. Originally when I saw it I thought it was a mortise machine, and then I took a closer look and I found out it was actually an Abloy machine. And it can also be a Tibbe machine if you want to buy the cradle. This cradle here you have to buy a whole new one. Cutters are still available. Belts, two belts right here, as you can see, 1 and 2, just little V belts. They don't look anything too special. They're still available. Buffing wheel here as well, this is still available. Not through us, other suppliers do still sort of sell them. And yeah, so you can get a new cutter, get a new buffer, get new belts as well. So this machine here, 20 years old, and still for an Abloy machine, still awesome. Still cuts a nice key, still looks good, polishes up quite nicely, and will still do another 20 years worth of service. So good little indicator on what it's like to invest in a quality machine and what you'll see 10-15 years down the track. Okay, if you've got any comments, please leave them in the comment section. Thanks for watching.